So, in a few days' time, I'll be off to sunny Taiwan. Oh, my dog wants to give me, well, whatever dogs want to give you. You can see from the scale of 25 kilometres that the whole island is not that big, but its feature is this mountainous ridge right down the centre. And also it's right on the edge of a tectonic plate, which means there are hot springs all the way down through here. Some of them are quite remote and require an hour and a half walk to get to them. So I'm going to be there for a fortnight, landing up here in the north at the international airport, which is actually out on the coast. And I'll be staying there for a couple of days just to settle in, because I don't arrive until bloody 12:30 in the morning, midnight. So I'm going to stay there for a couple of days and get over jet lag, travel down here. There's a set of islands out here that I'd like to take the ferry out to. It's a 2.5 hour ride, I think. But they just had an exercise, a defensive war exercise, to see how they might handle an invasion from mainland China. That was only a couple of days ago. And then I'm heading down south, down to Tainan. Tainan just means South Taiwan, and Taipei means North Taiwan. And then I'm coming down here to Fengshan, where there is a fantastic Japanese touring electronic immersive art exhibition. That's going to take me all about a week to get down through that way, 6 days, something like that. And then I'm going to make a trip up through here. I've got to hire a car, although public transport's supposed to be terrific around through all the main places. I want to get up to the remote places. Take my drone, see how we go. Things are getting more interesting between mainland China and Taiwan, China, as we speak. Many will know that formerly Formosa was occupied or inhabited by its indigenous Austronesians, very similar to Polynesians, Hawaiians, and people who came down possibly from the mainland through Taiwan, Formosa, out through all of the islands, and eventually ended up in Hawaii. They're now only 2% of the population, so Taiwan is effectively a colonized country with a huge history, very close to mainland China, and lots of Chinese went there. The Portuguese discovered it, the Spanish and the Dutch, and one of them called it a beautiful island. That's the word Formosa. Up until 1945, when America dropped the atom bomb on Japan, Japan had occupied the island for something like 50 years, and a large part of northern eastern China as well. As a result of them losing the war, Japan was required to leave the island, and China, the government took over, shall we say, the government at the time, because there was revolution going on in China. Revolution was fomented against the traditional government, and there were many groups vying. In the end, I'll come to this in due course, because I've been reading quite a lot about the history of China and the interaction of the Maoist communists and the Chiang Kai-shek conservatives, shall we say, although they're extremely conservative and so right-wing that when the communists eventually won in China, they pushed Chiang Kai-shek into what was then Taiwan, and he was extremely autocratic. And the Taiwanese only had free elections, I think 1994, not very long. And about 6 or 7 days ago, a group of, let's say, socialist, but reunification politicians in Taiwan, pushing for reunification with mainland China, was subject to a removal new election, which was lost. So these people who want to reunify with mainland China are still in the Taiwanese government. This makes it very interesting times. So I'm really looking forward to going there in a few days' time.